Hello, everybody. This is your boy. Subscribe. I'm gonna talk about that Social Security stuff. Yep. As y'all notice, I got a new lid. Just like I said, I'm gonna make some of these hats and things. Try to learn how to make the merch part of this. Selling them for like what? Straight out of South Central type of hats, boy. Do y'all see that? Well, if you see me, I'm selling them for 30, 35. That's to cover the free shipment to you. So if you see these hats, if you grew up in South Central LA, as I did, uh, and, I, and I'm still out here somewhere, uh, but not too far from there. Just say I'm a few miles away. Uh, but I still feel like I'm in that sort of territory because I'm in the Harbor City area. Oh boy. So subscribe. Let's talk about this Social Security thing. I put that $4,000 boost there for a reason, and then we're gonna get on with the show. And I know y'all like this. Boy, I'm gonna look good at the Papa Picnic, busting in this, huh? Me and my son. So we really got to make up a hell of a step, and hopefully I can get some non-copyrighted music to get the steps so I can get the credit for all the screens. But you know, the OG Papa Picnic, we is from the underground and above ground dancing community. A lot of my friends taught everybody that y'all been seeing right online over these last 20 and 30 years. So let me not struggle screen first. Okay, now let's get this part out the way. Here we go. Check this out. Trump. This going to
whether President Trump.
Fair use. Fair use. This is the Fast Newsroom report. I sometimes see this, but this is going to crack you up because this is just something that y'all gonna check it out.
Trump's latest bill.
Trump what? Fair use. Here we go.
Something that keeps coming back? What's really going on here? That's exactly what we're going to break down today, because a lot of people are asking whether President Trump's latest bill includes anything for Social Security. And yep, the answer is yes, it actually does. There's one specific thing in there that we really need to focus on in today's video. I'm bringing this up because articles are popping up everywhere saying stuff like Social Security users to get a $4,000 boost in payments. Who is eligible? We'll talk all about that in this video.
And I'm going to speed it up real quick, okay? Let me just speed it up.
Walk you through exactly how much you could be getting and where it's supposed to come from. So don't go anywhere. Make sure to stick around for the full breakdown. And hey, real quick before we dive in, it only takes a second. Just go ahead and tap that like button if you appreciate these updates. All right, let's get into it.
Now I'm going to jump it up in the middle so we can see some.
$1,500 or so falls into the 10% tax bracket. So yeah, you'd pay a little more on the remaining part, whatever that comes out to. But basically, you're looking at saving around 12% with this current setup. Now, how do things change with this new proposal? Let's walk through it. The standard deduction of $14,600 is still there. You had the usual $1,950 for being 65 or older, and now you're throwing in an extra $4,000 on top of that. That brings your total deduction to $20,550 compared to the old $16,550. Big difference. That means your taxable income drops to $9,450. All right, let me just pull this up so you can see it. Yeah. These are the 2025 tax brackets. Take a quick look right there. Okay.
Let's check it out, y'all. These are the tax brackets. The merit filing is way on the right. Merit filing separately is way on the right. Merit filing jointly or qualified widow is in the middle, and the head of the household is right there. Tax write-off people know what to pretty much do with something like this. So
Those are the numbers. So now, right, so let's talk about the current rules before this new proposal we just went over. We're going to break that down in a second. Now, so we just went over. For 2025, the standard deduction for someone filing as single is $14,600. Now, if you're a senior, meaning 65 or older, you get an extra deduction of $1,950 on top of that. So, altogether, your standard deduction would be $16,550. Cool? Now, let's say your total income is $30,000. If you subtract that $16,550 deduction, you're left with a taxable income of $13,450. Okay, that's the amount the IRS looks at to figure out what you owe. Now,
she's talking about a lot on the old tip, but now we're going to get over here to the nitty gritty. So far, we was just looking at that female, which don't look like a real female, like all AI-ish. So, now we're going to speed this show up a little bit more. Earlier, I did something quick to get that part over with. I just didn't stamp it in my hand good enough, but let's get over here to what the text show be normally talking about. Now, the money instructors, text shows, see, when you do something with Trump, a lot of the news channels come up. Supreme Court weighing on Trump, birthright kids, fair use, Social Security changes. Now we're going to get over here to where's the guys I normally look at. For a month ago, and I'm going to bag it up. Let's check out this. A beautiful bill. Who wins? Now we're going to look at the beautiful bill part. Now this part breaks it down in fair use. This is going to be probably the shortest video.
Hey there. Thanks for joining me. Today we're talking about something that could affect your paycheck, your retirement, your grocery bill, and even the safety net you or your loved ones rely on. It's the Trump administration's new tax bill, and it's not just a few tweaks here and there. We're talking about a sweeping overhaul that could change the way Americans are taxed, how federal programs are funded, and who really
tax reform. Now, feel free to go and check out this channel.
This new tax bill. Let me know in the comments. And while you're here, consider subscribing so you don't miss updates like this one. I try to break these things down clearly so you always know what's at stake. Now let's talk about what's actually in this bill. It's officially called the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, and it's over 1,000 pages long. But don't worry, you don't need to read all of that to understand how it might affect you. Let's start with what the White House is highlighting, what they want you to know first. So they're promoting it as permanent tax relief, bigger paychecks, and more take-home money. And some of the headline features do sound appealing. There's a continued increase in the standard deduction, a bump to the child tax credit, no federal taxes on tips or overtime pay, and a one-time bonus for seniors. Now, on the surface, that sounds great. More deductions, less tax on income, and direct support for one-time pay, and a one-time bonus for seniors. Now, on the surface, that sounds great. More deductions, less tax on income, and direct support for working folks and retirees. So where's the catch? Well, one thing to keep in mind is that not all of these benefits are permanent. The increase to the child tax credit, for example, is only temporary. And the senior bonus? That's a one-time deal. So, while the tax cuts for high earners are locked in long-term, the ones aimed at middle and low-income families could fade away before the next election even rolls around. Another thing to consider
is all I wanted y'all to see. So things can fade away.
Benefits the most, according to
everybody can play
several independent groups.
Things can fade away. Do you hear what the little android said? So what is everybody worrying about? Things can fade away. You hear what the little android said? And a matter of fact, like I said in previous video, the time for that bill is is about to expire on this trust. So, like he said, things can just fade away. And it's a one-time deal with the parent building. So I know this has been a soft screen. I'm gonna change the title of it and bring back that title to get up on a better show of this show. But meanwhile, I just want to let y'all check out the hat, $35. If somebody got tips, if I get snagged on doing that little store thing that I see on the other people's channel, let